conscious of its spiritual and moral heritage, the Union is founded on the indivisible, universal values of human dignity, freedom, equality, and solidarity. It is based on the principles of democracy and the rule of law. It places the individual at the heart of its activities by establishing the citizenship of the Union and by creating an area of freedom, security, and justice. The adapted JL-9, also known as the FTC-2000 Mountain Eagle or Shanying, was produced by Guizhou Aircraft Industry Corporation, GAIC, specifically for use on the Type 002, which will have a catapult launch system, Beijing-based naval expert Li Jie said, although he would not be drawn on when he thought the new carrier might be ready to take to the sea. Li said it would take at least 2 to 3 years to train the fighter pilots that would serve on it. GAIC, which is a subsidiary of Aviation Industry Corporation of China, AVIC, said last month that the naval version of the JL-9 had been completed and published artists' impressions of how the jet and carrier would look. Unlike China's two active aircraft carriers, the Liaoning and the Shandong, which use a ski-jump launch system for the J-15 jets they carry, the Type 002 will be fitted with an electromagnetic catapult similar to that used on the USS. While the construction of the Type 002 began in 2018 and is expected to be completed next year, it is not yet known when it will be ready to put to sea. China said earlier it planned to have at least 4 aircraft carrier strike groups by 2030, which would require 200 aircraft, including fighter jets, helicopters and assorted surveillance planes, and about conscious of its spiritual and moral heritage. The Union is founded on the indivisible, universal values of human dignity, freedom, equality, and solidarity. It is based on the principles of democracy and the rule of law. It places the individual at the heart of its activities by establishing the citizenship of the Union and by creating an area of freedom, security, and justice. The modified JL-9 is also much cheaper than the J-15, according to Beijing-based military commentator Zhu Chanming. The delivery of the naval version JL-9 trainer will save the Navy a lot of money, he said, adding that a twin-engine J-15 cost at least $61 million, while a single-engine JL-9 cost only about $10 million. The J-15 is expensive because it is an attack fighter jet and needs to be fitted with sophisticated devices and weapons, but a trainer doesn't need to carry so many items. GAIC had also developed an export version of the JL-9 trainer, which could be used as a light strike fighter, which might find a market in developing nations. Meanwhile, Macau-based military expert Anthony Wong Dong said that another carrier training plane, based on the JL-10 already in service with the PLA Air Force, was also being developed by Guizhou Aircraft Industry Group, another subsidiary of AVIC. The Air Force version of the JL-10 is based on the Russian Yakovlev Yak-130, he said.